It's no longer a secret. Someone prematurely leaked a report into one of, if not the biggest and deadliest aviation disaster in this country's history. Anthea Smith tracked down some officials in the aviation industry today to find out how that report ended up in the wrong hands.
Since June, the ZNS News team has been trying to get its hands on the official report from last year's Lake Killarney plane crash that claimed the lives of 9 Bahamians. But for 5 straight months, we were given the runaround, as civil aviation officials say they had more work to do before they could release it. But today, this came out, and Civil Aviation Minister Vincent Vanderpool-Wallace says he wants to know who leaked that report.
Well, I would be curious to find out because we were very clear on what it is we were doing, and all the people who had copies of it understood what we were doing and coming very quickly together to put the final touches on our recommendations and any regulatory and statutory changes that could be made as a result of the findings. So we are much more focused now on making sure that the flying public is much safer in the future.
An article in Wednesday's Tribune claiming to be the official report outlines in specific details what allegedly happened the day those 9 men died in that crash on October 5th, 2010. Minister Vanderpool-Wallace is now questioning if this is even the correct report that's circulating.
I don't know. I haven't read the story as yet. I just heard that it's been released. That's a very good question. I will find it out hopefully later this afternoon.
Manager at Flight Standards Inspectorate Hubert Adderley telling our news team off camera that while he won't put his head on the chopping block, he's certain the leak didn't come from his offices. He says just like everyone else, he's trying to figure out who let the cat out of the bag. Now, what about the consequences?
I don't know the circumstances. I mean, frankly, we wanted to issue the report as quickly as possible, how it got out, so I'm not going to speculate on it at the moment. I just want to make sure that we move forward in terms of the recommendations to make the flying public safer.
The aviation minister says his department owed it to the public to not only release the report, but release it with recommendations moving forward. He says they were just in the process of fine-tuning those suggestions before they released the report, adding that there's nothing catastrophic in it being out. That is, if this is the correct one. Well, civil aviation officials say an investigation will be launched to find out who done it. Anthea Smith, ZNS News.